your host for the next hour and a half. How exciting, I know. A couple things about a duck tour, if you're not familiar. It is a totally interactive tour, which means we are going to need audience participation. Proud to make so we don't have to do it again until later. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Quack, quack, quack. A little late there. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. Quack, quack, quack. Fabulous. All right, you can stay. No problem. Okay. All right, we do have a few safety reminders on our duck. This is a Coast Guard inspected vessel, so we have the required life jackets on board. They are either underneath your seats or above your heads in the back. All of the children's life jackets are directly above your heads back there as well. 2 emergency exits on our duck. One is over there. One is right here. And these are the silliest emergency exits you'll ever see. Who wants to take a wild guess what we're really going to do in the unlikely event of an emergency to get out of here very quickly? Jump over the side! Exactly. Don't forget to take your seatbelt off first, okay? She'll help you. Maybe. All right, everyone, especially on the left side here, pull in those elbows. Watch out for your eyeballs, your small children, anything you would like to keep. Okay, the palm trees we have here coming up in South Beach on Washington Avenue, they're also, watch out for that curb, they're also tall, slender, and have an attitude. Okay, imagine that. All right, so they're going to come out and try to smack you in the face, is what I'm about to tell you. You're first in line. Okay, put a good show on for me. Okay, I'll be over here. All right, kindly remain seated at all times, unless otherwise instructed by the captain or myself. Please refrain from talking on cell phones during our show. We are going to take a break once we get out onto the water, and at that time you will be able to stand up, move around, make the cell phone calls, tell everybody back in Jordan what a great time you're having on my tour. That'd be great. Okay, everyone, who's ready to see South Beach? All right, that's what I like to hear. I'm ready to show it to you. One more thing, we're very friendly on the duck tour. Wave at people randomly, quack at them. Okay, there is a good chance they are going to quack at us first. Okay, we're kind of a big deal around here. Okay, so get used to being famous. Also, before I forget, of course I must introduce to you to the gentleman you blindly trusted your lives with for an hour and a half. Everyone, big round of applause for our captain and my friend, Captain Billy, everyone, taking care of us on the bridge. With a fabulous hand. Quack, 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 quack. All right, everyone. Woo, quack, quack. Woo, you're excited, Virginia. Those other quacks you mentioned before just came out. All right, look off to the right side, everybody. Look at this beautiful street we're passing. Look how pretty it is. Oh my gosh, who put that there? Okay, it is called Espanola Way. What's it called? Espanola Way. There's going to be a test later. You're going to pass. Okay, that beautiful street built in the early 20s as an artist colony still has a lot of its bohemian flavor. Great place for lunch after the tour or cocktails. You'll feel like you've gone back in time. Beautiful place. At least until you get the check for those cocktails. And it's not 1929. Quickly look off to the right. Maybe a little pause here, Captain. Check out Miami Ink. Remember that reality show? It was on TLC. Got a couple of friends who opened up this tattoo parlor. There they are. Hi, you guys. Great spot. Make sure you stop by and see those guys. They have a lovely gift shop. There was an episode of Miami Ink filmed on this very duck. Did anyone happen to see that episode? Just say yes. Everyone's looking at you. You did so too. What's your name from Broward County? What's your name?
Clyde.
What is it?
Clyde.
Clyde?
Clyde.
Clyde.
Yeah.
Clyde with a C. Clyde saw the episode of Miami Ink that was filmed here, everyone. If anyone has any questions, ask Clyde. He's right up in front. Put your hand up so he can all see you. He might even show you his tattoos. Thank you, Clyde. All right, look off to the left. This is the Playwright Irish Pub on the corner. My favorite watering hole. The doors are always wide open. Great place to watch sporting events. Great food. Okay, very fun place.
So sorry,
across the street from the Playwright is another Irish pub called Waxy O'Connor's. Okay, so if you're up for a pub crawl while you're here, we make it very easy. You just have to crawl back and forth across the street. Okay, you'll see people doing it all day long. That's what they're doing. They're drunk. Okay, look to the left. This is Mansion, the largest nightclub in South Beach. Back in the 90s, Mansion was called Glam Slam, and it was owned by Prince. You know Prince, right? Little guy with the big heels, right? That was his club. How about? Okay, cameras ready for the right. We're about to pass the vacation home of Miss Paris Hilton and Lindsay Lohan. They spend a lot of time partying here, so much so they have their own vacation home. Here it is, big beautiful white vacation home. There are double doors, there are stairs, they go right up through the front entrance. Straight through there, Sal. Yeah, that's the police station. That joke's funny because it's true. It's true or funny, right? You know it. Okay, it is a lovely police station though. Take a photograph of it. Lovely. Okay, look off to the left side. We are going to see this cute little silver diner. We're going to guess the name of the diner. It's on 11th Street, and it's a diner. I bet you they call it The 11th Street Diner, thank you. We have a lot of models in South Beach. We don't like to confuse anyone. We name things very simply. Watch out for that tree. That way everyone can find everything. Are you a model? You got that very quickly. Good job. All right, you should be. All right, brought down from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania in the 90s. Placed there on the corner. Also featured in MTV's Real World. 11th Street Diner, fabulous place. All right, we're going to see some gorgeous architecture today. Who can tell me the style of architecture South Beach is so well known for? Art Deco, of course. Anyone keeping up with the Kardashians? Anyone still trying to tell them apart? I know I am. Look off to the left on the other side of this truck. We're going to see Dash Miami, the boutique featured in the reality show owned by the Kardashian sisters, Dash Miami, East 15 Washington. You can go into Dash buy a $10 bottle of water. Because it has their photograph on the front. God bless America. Okay, so we have Art Deco, of course. Tropical Art Deco is the style down here. Look off to the left, this lovely Argentinian bakery. I love to point it out. See the element on top? Looks like a missile coming out right out of the top of it. That's an example of what's called futurism in Art Deco. The buildings down here were also built after the Great Depression, and they wanted to forget about the last 10 years, look to the future. They incorporated some futuristic designs into the architecture called futurism. We're going to see more of that out onto the water. You might want to start taking notes because that will definitely be on the test later. Okay, look off to the left. Big blue and white building. It's the Wells Fargo building. Who cares? Okay, it's the former location, however, of a world-famous gym from back in the 60s. And we're going to guess the name of the gym together. Get ready. I'll give you a clue. It's on 5th Street, and it's a gym. Yeah? The 5th Street Gym, yes. Fabulous, you guys are all both models. Okay, that 5th Street Gym, 15 former world champion fighters trained at that gym when it was open. One of them was the most famous fighter of all times. He even won his first ever heavyweight belt in Miami Beach. Who would that be?
You're so smart, honey.
Huh? Muhammad Ali, also known as, what was his name before he changed it? Cassius Clay. You got it, England. Good job. Okay, this is even better. In 1964, Cassius Clay was training at that gym. There was a band in town on their first ever American World Tour from Liverpool, England. Who would that be? The Beatles were here. How exciting. The Beatles went down to that gym, and they had a photographer with them that day. A famous photograph was taken of Cassius Clay fake punching out the Beatles. This is huge for 1,000 points. Can anyone tell me what famous magazine covered the photograph of Cassius Clay fake punching out the Beatles graced the cover of? What?
Life.
It was Life magazine! How did you know that? You're so smart. I'm good looking. Okay, it was Life magazine. If you ever have a chance, go to Google. Go to images. Okay, when you're done Googling yourself, of course, like we all do. Put in Cassius Clay, the Beatles. You'll see the entire photo spread done that day. Lots of great photographs. Cassius Clay punching out the Beatles. They're all lined up. He's there stepping on their heads. Best part about the whole photo shoot, you can see the enormous size difference between Cassius Clay and those little tiny Beatles. It's kind of fun. Make sure you check it out. Okay. Where are we, Captain? We're on 5th Street. That's where we are. We are heading west. We're getting ready to leave the island that is Miami Beach. We're going to be heading over towards downtown Miami shortly. Now, I mentioned tropical Art Deco. When the buildings were built down here originally, everyone, they were mostly just white, shades of beige and shades of gray, because that's traditional for this style of Art Deco. It actually wasn't until the 70s when the buildings that were refurbished that the colors came about. Look off to the left. You're going to see an example of the fanciest Burger King you'll see all week. Nice example of nautical Art Deco. We're going to see more of that when we get out onto the water. Anything that looks like a boat or a ship. Yeah, you know what, everybody? It's about to get really windy up in here. Okay, hold on to your hats, your sunglasses, your small children, wigs, weaves, whatever you got going on. Hold on tightly. We're leaving the island. Guess what? We're about to see some famous people's houses.
What?
Who's excited? Famous people. That's why we're here. Look off to the right side of our dock. Look to the right side. You're going to see a place called Star Island on the right across the bay. In the center of the island is a beige cement water tower. 2 houses to the left, you'll see the house with the orange rooftop, lots of trees, and that tour boat about to pass in front of it. That is the home of Mr. and Mrs. Miami, Gloria and Emilio Estefan. Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. You know who she is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 2 houses to the left of that, you'll see the White Mansion. Easy to see. That right there where Al Pacino said, "Say hello to my little friends." That's where portions of the movie Scarface were filmed. See it? It's white. All right, just to the left of the Scarface Mansion, orange rooftop, lots of trees, blue and white boat right there. That's the home of famous comedian Rosie O'Donnell. Rosie O'Donnell's house is right there. She loves the duck tour. Let me tell you, if we're out in the water and she's on her jet ski and she sees us, She feels the need to circle our duck several times,